Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, man, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And tonight, man, we're going to speak about the injustices of life. If you live long enough, you'll see a lot of the injustices that have happened in life. You will know people that's close to you that have experienced injustices of life, and you got people personally themselves have experienced injustice of life. Okay, if you're an Israelite or a so-called black, you definitely know what it feels like, and you definitely have experienced injustice. Okay, by way of slavery, by way of captivity, But what I want to speak about today is even in the court system, you have corruption of judgment. And what I want to do is speak about the ultimate judge, which is Yahweh. Okay. And this word, in regards to the injustices of life, we're going to deal with the corruption of judgment in these courts and then the judgment of the Lord. Because at the end of the day, He's the ultimate judge. Okay? He's the ultimate judge, man. What you see on the screen is what it looks like. This is symbolic to court, going to court. Okay? And if you haven't been to court, at some point in life you will be, even if it's for jury duty. You'll get to experience court, and sometimes you'll go to court, you'll go to criminal court, and sometimes you'll go to civil court. But in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, man, I was studying and reading Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and it starts off speaking about this, the seasons of life. And then as I kept studying, I saw it had the injustices of life. And I was like, wow. A lot of people probably can relate to this because you have a lot of loved ones that are in jail, uh, that's innocent, that's in jail. You got people out here that have done real wicked crimes that's free, and you have people that's innocent by the court of the law. Um, Now, I won't say innocent by the court of the law, but you have people that's innocent that was proven to be guilty in the court of the law. So, it's a lot of injustices that's going on. If you look at A&E, they have a show on there. It speaks about, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it deals with these teenagers committing crimes, getting life sentences as teenagers. And they have a program where they're trying to get these sentences overturned, these life sentences overturned, because these offenders were kids at the time. So a lot of people rule that as injustice or harsh judgment. But it's very important, man, that I speak about the injustices of life, because a lot of it happens in the courtroom. I mean, people have attacked you, and you call the police, and the person that attacked you get away with it. And I've been on both sides of that. I done attacked somebody, and the police was called, and nothing happened to me. And then, I have been on the side where I didn't attack someone, and I was accused. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on both sides of this thing, man. And I know a lot of you have, or a lot of you know someone that have been on, both sides of these things. What am I saying? At the end of the day, if you do something, if you wrong someone and you go to court, hey, you should be found guilty of that wrong. If you're right, if you done right by someone, and they take you to court, you should be found as doing right. You know, I know people that have went to court on murder trials, and because the evidence didn't line up, these people got away with murder. They actually did the murder, but because the prosecution had a weak case, that person gets away with that in the eyes of the law. He don't get away with it in the eyes of the Lord. So that's what I'm saying. You know, a lot of people was upset with OJ because he was found not guilty for killing Nicole Brown Simpson. Everybody know that he killed her, but the state put up a weak case where they couldn't convict him. So they waited till he took his own stuff and penalized him for that Nicole Brown Simpson murder. You see? So it's a lot of injustice that go on. It's people, it's evil and wicked people that win, and then it's good and righteous people that lose. That's just what it is. You know, karma doesn't always work out in life. 90% of the time, karma is going to win. But 10% of the time, karma, it won't work out in the form of karma. This person actually get away, but then he still got to deal with the ultimate judge. You understand this? Now, without further ado, man, let's get into these scriptures, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and we're just going to touch on verse 16 and 17. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 16, and it reads, "And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness that iniquity was there." So what we're gonna focus on is the place of judgment that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness that iniquity was there. When you look at verse 16, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, when it speaks of I saw under the sun, this is King Solomon speaking, the place of judgment that was wicked. Okay, what you had was wicked judges that sat in the courtroom. Okay, and you had these judges perverting justice, abusing their power by way of gifts and bribery. And this has been going on for a long time. And this is where the evil and wicked people win, because they have bribed and gifted these wicked judges, man. And this is also where the good and righteous people lose, because at the end of the day, you dealing with a judge that's hired to condemn you. So the game is rigged, you see? So what you have in Ecclesiastes 3 and 16, "And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment that wickedness was there." What you had perverting of justice going on. You had abuse of power going on. You had wicked judges that sat in the courtroom, okay, that was acquitting the wicked and condemning the righteous, man. And you got that going on today, man. Cold-blooded, man. What's the name of the lesson, man? The injustices of life, man. And in verse 17 it says, I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work." So Solomon, at the end of the day, was basically saying, man, in due time, okay, in the right season, everyone will be judged and should be judged by the Lord, and they will be judged, okay, good or bad, for your deeds. If you did a lot of bad deeds, dude, you're going to be judged for that. So you might get away with doing bad deeds by a corrupted judge in a courtroom, but the ultimate judge is Yahweh. You see, you might be found innocent in the corruption of judgment because you're dealing with a wicked judge that takes your bribe and your gift. But then you still got to answer to the Lord for that deed that you did. And you ain't going to get acquitted with the Lord. You see? So if you good and you good and righteous and you lose in court due to injustice of a wicked and perverted judge that took a bribe, don't worry about it. Your good and righteousness, you will be rewarded by the Lord. Because if you good and righteous, your deeds going to line up with that. and you're going to be judged by that. If you are evil and wicked person, your deeds going to line up with that, and you're going to be judged for it. So what you can buy your way, you can buy your judgment in the courtroom, but you can't bribe the Lord. Yeah, man. So the injustices of life, man, it really happens. Okay, and it's not just in the courtroom, corporate America, in relationships. Yeah, man. It's a lot of examples of people experiencing injustice, man. And I just think in life, man, you know, in due time, in the right season, everybody should be judged by the Lord, and they will be judged by the Lord. Good and bad, for all your deeds, man. Yeah. But like I say, if you're not a spiritual person and you're a worldly person, and you look at what goes on in these courtrooms, man, you'll lose faith. You know? That's why they, if you notice, a lot of people that got big money, a lot of people that have big money, they got the type of lawyers where they can get cases thrown out. You know, a wicked person can get his case thrown out if he got enough money behind him. But a good righteous person that's falsely accused, he ain't got no money to fight his case. And he'll mess around and lose because he ain't got enough support, even though he righteous, even though, he's innocent. Injustice is real, y'all. I'm telling you, man. If any of your loved ones and friends is in prison right now and they innocent, man, that's injustice. Yeah. If you got somebody that you know, a family member, that's 100% guilty of killing somebody, but he got off in the court of the law, that's also injustice. And he gonna have to answer to the Lord for that. So if you out here doing wicked deeds and you find a way to get away with it in the eyes of the authority, in the eyes of the courts, you still got to answer to the ultimate judge. You got to answer to Yahweh for that. Yeah, man. Food for thought, man. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters was edified by this word. And we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, to his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out, man. Shalom.